Hi, I'm Clara and welcome to my show. Today we are making a budget-friendly bolognese. Why is it budget-friendly? Because normally we have all of these ingredients in our vicinity, neighbours included. Thank you, Paul. We have mincemeat, which I've taken out from the freezer when I bought it on special, onions and garlic, carrots, 2 cans of tomatoes, and leftover red wine. It is not common, but I left it over last night, so there we go. And now let's start making the bolognese. We're starting with cutting up an onion into cubes. It's not too big, not too small. Next up is garlic. Squash your garlic with your hands and the skin comes off in a jiffy. Going to chop up the garlic. And this onion is strong. Yenne. Choo! Makeup. Thank you, Bruce, for wiping away my tears. I'm using rosemary, but I'm going to fry the rosemary in the beginning. I quite like frying rosemary more in the beginning. It gives a bit of a deeper flavor. But the softer herbs, like the basil, I'm going to put in right at the end. I'm going to chop up the rosemary. Okay, I've got a pot on hot. I've got a hot pot, baby. No, I'm going to add 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. And I'm going to add the onion. And garlic. Oh my God, it smells so good. Beautiful. Then I am going to add my chopped rosemary. Let them sit a bit. Don't stress out the onions. Right, and now to add the mince. To make sure that you don't get lumpy mince, break down the mince once it's gotten into the pan. And there you can hear how it's calming down and it's ready to start cooking. See? No lumps. Ta-da! I want to make sure that the mince browns nicely. This might take a while and it's going to stick to your pan a bit, but don't let that put you off because that's the whole thing. We want the mince to get brown because that's what adds the great flavor and that's what makes the bolognese like deep and sincere and meaningful. I'm going to add some grated carrots, peeled grated carrots, to add a little bit of natural sweetness. The natural sweetness balances out the acidity of the tomatoes. Peel the carrots and grate them. I need a new grater. If you like me, you can send me one. Great, it's grated. So, you can see now that the water is cooked away. You can just see the little oil bubbles coming here, which means that now the mince is starting to fry. And this is where you just need to give it a bit of attention and move it around. And this is the browning stage, and this is a fabulous stage. And now I'm going to add the tomato puree. The important thing when you add tomato puree is because it's such a high concentrated form of tomato, it needs to be cooked first. If you do not cook it out for at least 1 to 2 minutes, you get a very bitter flavor. And now I'm going to add the carrots. And I'm telling you again, do not get scared of the brown bits at the bottom of your pot. Give it a scrape every now and then. Obviously we don't want it to burn, but this is the flavor. Right, now for my favorite part, the wine. The reason I'm adding the red wine now before I'm adding the tomatoes is because of the heat of the bottom of the pot helps the red wine to reduce. I don't want red wine, I want the flavor of red wine, and I'm cooking out the alcohol by putting in the wine first, then the tomatoes. So, in with the tomatoes. It might have slipped my mind that I needed to add some chili, which I can still add now because it's chili powder, so it's fine. Now that I've added the tomatoes to the pot, I'm just taking the spatula and just lifting the brown parts from the bottom of the pot so that I don't have any burning. So there you go, and that's it. Let's leave these guys to chat amongst themselves. I've put all the lovely stuff into the pot. Everything's going. They're all having a great time together. I'm going to put a lid on it and turn it down to low to medium because I want it to simmer, because they really need to all become best friends in the pot. My bingo wings flapped, but it's okay. It's been 10 minutes. I'm just going to open the pot to have a look. It's beautiful. It's nice. Give it a stir. Make sure that it's not sticking. The last thing that I'm going to do now is season. So salt and pepper. And here we go. Last but not least, the basil. And I'm not even going to chop it. I'm just going to roughly shred it in and give it a stir. And now for the plating. Oi, oi, oi. Bene, beautiful. Che bella, che bella. And now, just to make the garnish. And it is ready. It is beautiful. Ciao. And my favorite moment. Yes. It's deep in flavor. It's got a little bit of chili in it just to give it a bit of a, and to get you going. Fresh basil lifts it, and the rosemary also adds a wonderful flavor to it. This is it. Make it. It's wonderful and it suits your budget. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I think this was one of my favorites. If you've enjoyed it as well, please share it, subscribe to our channel, or visit our website at cookedwithclara.com. Ciao! I'm also going to chop up the rosemary. I'm just going to do this with tears in my eyes. The rosemary, is it coming? Spicy. My favorite part is to taste. Oh, hot. Epic fail.